ho, ho! Previously, on Ugly Paul's Garage, we put a new set of billet oil pump gears into this Coyote, and we also swapped out the F-150 camshafts for a set of Mustang camshafts. On this very special holiday episode of Ugly Paul's Garage, we find a present waiting for us in the camshafts.
There's one.
How's it look?
Pardon me?
Is it clean?
Well, no, it's a little dirty. But we can clean them. Oh yeah. Oh, there's metal chips here.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Might have to clean inside the camshaft too then.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta take these all out again?
Yeah, I think so. I don't want to take that chance.
Great.
Yeah, there's a whole lot.
Yes, you heard right. We found the forbidden glitter. Well,
Oh my
the
God.
debris probably wouldn't have made it past the filter, right?
Well, no, but I don't like seeing that kind of stuff. Look at that. Holy moly. That's horrible. That engine must have been trapped.
Guess it's a good thing I didn't buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, this side's got a whole bunch of stuff too. Okay, those cans have to come out. There we go. Yeah. And the exhaust on this side again. Wow. That's rather horrible. But it doesn't look too bad.
Okay, so maybe I was being a bit overly dramatic. The robot cavity search came back better than expected, but still, any glitter is bad glitter. It's still bad enough that we have to take all the camshafts out and clean them. I swear Ugly Paul spent hours at this parts washer just rinsing out the cams and cleaning them out again and again and again. Because you don't want even a single frosted flake in your engine. They're not great. Honestly, I didn't even know camshafts had filters inside them, but now I know, and so do you. And if you're gonna use a used set of Mustang cams, make sure to check the screens first. Save you a lot of time.
Ports are not locked. That's a good sign. It's pretty well clean. They look to be the same. Same length. Penalty films.
It's not coming out.
Not really. I think we should just get new filters. For what these are worth, I think might be just too much trouble. Not worth the trouble to take a chance on it. Because these are going to trap something small anyway. And to not get it out and have that wreck the engine would be bad. How do you tell if they're ever
After a lot of work, we got the cams cleaned up, but we decided not to use the screens. We couldn't really verify whether they were clean enough to go back in, but luckily we have a spare set. So we'll just take them out of the F-150 cams, and if they're clean, we'll use those.
And they pop right out. 2. 3. Nice. Much cleaner than the other ones. The other ones look like they collapsed too. You don't want to really flush them the other way in case there's some garbage coming out of this thing. Although there shouldn't really be, it's all clean. No. Those are clean. Those are nice. Nothing wrong with those. Oh yeah, you can see right through them. I don't think it much matters which way they go. There. We're in. Okay. So now, from what I see, it says to rotate this to the 9 o'clock position to start.
Do we have to take out the cams first? Are they...
Spark plugs out first.
Yeah, but are the cams...
No, because the cams, they're not
tight enough to open a valve?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Just make sure everything's loose here. And we'll pop the cams in and out. Oh, wow. There we go. Just to make sure they're loose like that. Now that is a very big gap. That is a huge gap. It almost looks like, to me, like they never changed them.
It'd be kind of funny if that's why they parted it out.
Maybe.
Because it wasn't running right and they just needed new plugs.
Way too big a gap. They're more precise with the fuel. You don't get the variance in the spark plugs, cylinder by cylinder. Much more consistency. But yeah, holy mackerel. Huh, wore that thing down to a point. That one. That one's a closer gap than all the rest, I see. That one's probably the closest. Those are your spark plugs.
So apparently there's a special tool you can get for turning the crankshaft when you're timing the engine. But of course we don't have it, so once again, we just put a bolt in there with a few washers and we improvised.
Gotta make sure that's 9 o'clock. And like it said, it doesn't have to be exactly 9 o'clock, but because you're gonna wiggle it anyway.
This is the Mustang timing procedure, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So we never moved from the 9 o'clock position. Okay. So installation, lubricate the cans with clean engine oil prior to installation, which we did. Okay. Install the 8 camshaft bearing caps and the 16 bolts. Do not tighten the bolts at this time. Install left-hand front camshaft bearing mega cap and 4 bolts. So I gotta put the mega cap on. Okay. So those are the positions you should be in, which is pretty close to where we are. Yeah.
The QR code's facing up pretty
Yeah,
much.
QR code is facing up.
Like that.
These are the D slots, they call them. So it says, install left-hand intake and exhaust cams in neutral position. Line the D slots as shown in the installation. So that D slot is here. Facing this guy here. Not quite facing that guy, but that's about right. Actually, it shows them like that. Like that. And this one is shown like this. That's how they're shown.
So you're going off the notch there.
Yeah, because it says align the D slots as shown in the illustration. Those are the D slots.
Okay.
Right? And if you look at this one's almost parallel to the head. Right? That's what it's showing. And this one is showing at an angle up from the head, which is where it's at. Some kind of up position here like that.
Once you got the camshafts in the position you want them, you can tighten down the cam caps a little bit just to hold them in place a little bit. And again, don't put any torque on them, just finger tight.
Okay, yeah, put some oil in there. Put some oil in there.
So I bought a new set of timing chains and tensioners for this engine, and it comes as a kit. So here I have the secondary timing chain tensioner, and I'm just installing it now. Just remember to coat it with assembly lube, and it just slides in the hole there.
Yeah. Okay, now this has to go toward the front eventually, like this, right?
Yeah, but when you first put
But when you got the grenade
it's gotta
pin.
go 90 degrees.
Right. And that has to go in, I think, like that.
Make sure all the cam caps are firmly seated and they're nice and flush. So this side has to, the angled side faces down towards the spark plug, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's why it wasn't going in.
That's why it wasn't going in. Good thing we didn't jam them all in there and tighten them down or anything. Okay, so we got a number 7, number 8, number 9, and a 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's correct. So 1 to 5, 6 to 10. They go 1, 2, 3, 4.
So now that we've got everything in place, we can start torquing down the cam caps. And if you recall from the last episode, there's a sequence that you have to do these in. And if you remember when we took them out, we went from the outside and worked our way to the inside cam caps. And now that we're putting them in, we go the opposite direction. So we start in the middle and we work our way out. And I'll throw up on the screen the sequence as well so you can see it better.
9, 10, 11. All right, so we start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 4.
Degrees.
45 degrees, okay.
So did you just eyeball it or?
Yeah, yeah. At 45 degrees. Now, which way does this go on? Do you remember?
It can only go on one way, it's keyed.
Yeah, I know, but it can go on this way or this way.
Oh.
I think it has to go on this way because that's a timing mark, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the timing mark should face the front.
Go in there. Comme ça. Yeah. That as well. Lube is good. More lube is better. Okay, let's lay them out here. I need some room to lay them out. And BR3Z, that's Mustang. So, we've got the double on the intake, like that.
Remember when I said that the F-150 phasers don't work on the Mustang cams? Well, this is one we found out.
Oh, I got it the first time. I got it the first time. Because that guy goes down there, and that guy is wrong. Uh-oh. Now we got a problem.
Do we need Mustang phasers?
It's possible. Because that guy's up there, and that guy's way down here.
It was worth a shot. It was a long shot, but I figured we'd try it just in case it would work. Wow, the phasers are different.
Phasers are different.
By the way, before you say anything, I'm fully aware that we had the intake phaser and the exhaust phaser mixed up here. It happens, honest mistake, but that's not why they didn't fit. See, the cam phasers are keyed. The inside of the cam phasers have a little notch in them that fits into the D slot on the face of the cam itself, so you can't put it in the wrong way. And the notch is in a different position on the F-150 phaser than it is on the Mustang phaser. Also, the timing marks on the front of the cam phasers are in a different position as well. So if we try to install the F-150 phaser, we wouldn't be able to time the engine properly. But now we know that F-150 phasers are different from Mustang phasers, and there's no point in trying to go any further with these phasers, so there's only one thing left to do.
I wonder why they did that. B535B, that's correct. Yeah, they took out the other part number too. Strange that they would do that. I don't know why they would. Single goes on the exhaust per the instructions. Double goes on the intake per the instructions. So, these go like this.
I honestly can't remember why we only got the intake cam phaser and stayed with the F-150 phaser for the exhaust cam. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe the exhaust phaser did have the notch at the right position and we wanted to try it before getting the exhaust phaser too. I don't remember what the rationale was. It was probably just an attempt to save money. I'm always looking for ways to reuse old things instead of having to buy new parts, and cam phasers are not cheap. Anyway, this is around the time where it started to dawn on us that this was not going to work out.
Right. So if this is the left head, that timing mark should line up to there. Why is it not?
Are the maybe the chains have marks in different positions? So if the timing mark is down here, this one's going to be in the same place, so they're both the same.
Oh.
Because it's an F-150 phaser. It probably has the timing marks in different positions, doesn't it?
It's possible. Align the colored link on the timing chain with the timing mark on the left-hand VCT assembly, which is down here. It's not up here.
So the exhaust phasers are different too.
I guess they're different too now.
How big of a problem is that?
It's a bit of a problem. Damn. Okay, so now chain onto the left-hand VCT assemblies. Align the colored links on the secondary timing chain with the timing marks on the VCT assemblies as shown, which we did. Timing mark on the intake VCT should align between the two consecutive colored links. Timing mark on the exhaust should align with the single colored link. Install the left-hand VCT assemblies
and secondary timing chain onto the left-hand camshafts to a position 2 millimeter from fully seated. The timing mark on the exhaust VCT assembly should be in the 11 o'clock position. There's like an odd number of teeth or an odd number of chain links. And that is so you don't get harmonics in the chain. And they do that with the big timing chain as well. It takes 57 rotations for it to come back to the same position. Okay, 1 and 2. Oh, look at that.
It went on pretty nice.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. And then that can come out. On this side, okay. I've got one here that goes on here. Why doesn't that fit right? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Come on, get on there. Wow.
Is that the right chain?
Is that the right sprocket? It's the right chain. Guess I gotta get this side on first. Does that sprocket look right to you?
We have to do that. That's the old one.
Holy f***.
You gotta be shitting me.
That's not machined. Oh no! Yeah, see the gap between the teeth here?
Yeah, it doesn't sit on the sprocket.
Doesn't fit. At Rock Auto?
Yeah.
Well, what's their return policy?
I don't know, I've never had to return anything.
We'll have to look it up. Where's the other one? It's the same. They're not machined.
So at this point, I'm starting to get seriously pissed off at the manufacturer. What are the chances that you get 2 bad sets of cam phasers successively? What a joke. So I thought I'd use my YouTube platform to call them out.
Oh, what the hell?
Standard, whatever. Just so you know.
Quality design, quality built.
But as it turns out, the joke was on us. So when I bought the timing chain and guide kit, I bought one for a Gen 2 Coyote motor, because that's what this motor is. But for the cams, I bought Gen 1 cam phasers, because the cams were out of a first gen Coyote motor. And here's a little tidbit the YouTube channels don't tell you. Ford changed the size of the timing chains between Gen 1 and Gen 2, so that the teeth on the Gen 1 cam phasers are larger than the teeth on a Gen 2 phaser. Why? Because Ford. And it only took me 3 hours of Googling to find that out. Seriously, I don't know why that information isn't more readily available. And I want to take this opportunity to apologize to Standard Motor Products. There's absolutely nothing wrong with those cam phasers. We just f***ed up. Anyway, by the time I figured all this out, I had already returned the replacement cam phasers to Rock Auto and bought a set of Gen 1 timing chains and guides. Anyway, that's about it for this episode. We ended up having to redo pretty much everything we did last episode, and this episode we accomplished pretty much nothing. Job well done. On the next Ugly Paul's Garage, we time the engine. For real this time. But that is it for this one. Thank you guys so much for your support so far. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on the videos. Or don't. But if you don't, you get a lump of coal in your stocking. But until next time, we wish you a very ugly holidays. Stay ugly, friends.